All right, you know what it is, man. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm getting ready to tell you about my man Dominique Henry. You know what I mean? Dominique Henry, that's my man. He from DC. I'm introducing you to another character. You know what I mean? And yeah, I said character because that's all we are is a bunch of characters, man. But you know, I think you really gonna enjoy this one. I like to bring you people that no one else can get, just so you understand. Being that I was in the belly of the beast, I'm capable of getting certain people that the regular folks can't get. No disrespect. Alright? All right, you know what it is, man. I'm gonna tell you about my man Chip. That's what we call him, Chip. So you understand, it's my man Chip. Yo, I ain't gonna front, son. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front. Yo, I'm good at this, man. I'm really getting good at this. I'm running everything on my own. Let's give Unique Mecca Audio a round of applause. You know what I mean? Let's give Unique Mecca Audio a round of applause. All right, calm down. Now, my man you see on the chip, on the joint, that's my man Chip. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't do this joint, you know, with no editing or nothing, because all this is factual that I lived, experienced, so I could just flow right off the top of my head, and that's what make my program unique. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely pun intended. All right, gunshots. Let's get this thing started. Now, that's my man Dominique Henry. We call him Chip. You know what I mean? I had the pleasure of meeting this brother a couple of times in a couple of different penitentiaries, and then, you know, in the FCI. I ain't last long in the FCI, but, you know, I'm going to tell you about that as we ride. Because this one here, this going to ride for a good little minute. You know what I mean? Now, Chip, so you understand, let me give you the history of Chip, you know? Chip was locked up from 1981 all the way until 2016. He went in at 20 years old, came home at 55 years old. Let me show you. That's Chip doing his bid. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to show you a picture of Chip, you know, chilling, and what he look like now, you know? This is Chip now, you know? Like, he didn't even age, you know? This is Chip now, man. You know what I mean? Look at Chip now, and look at him when he was younger doing his bid, so you fully understand what we're saying. You know, we age in these joints. All right. Now, you know, I just want to bring that in, you know, but not saying that crime pays, but I think it sounded real slick with the joint. So that's why we do what we got to do. Now, here go the big homie Chip. Let me tell you about Chip. Chip went in 1981, you know. Within the first year of this man getting locked up, you know, he caught a murder. You know what I mean? Well, he went in for murder in 1981. Let me start over. He went in for murder in 1981 because he shot a dude because dude raped this girl, behind some other things that happened on the street that, you know, I'm not going to get into. Because like I said, I know these brothers personally, so I only air what they choose to air, so we ain't got to worry about the trolls with the bull crap. Now, Chip, you know, he shot a dude for raping his girl in 1981, and he went in Lawton, you know. Everybody's always telling me, man, Unique, tell me how somebody ramped their time. Well, in 1981, he had 40 years. You think a man got 40 years would sit down and be, you know, licking his wounds and carrying on, but not Chip. You know what I mean? DC's fine. Big shout out to DC. Big shout out to DC. Big shout out to DC. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. This big shout out to DC. So in 1981, he shot a dude for raping his girl. Then in 1983 in Lawton, he stabbed the inmate over 30 times. You know, he stabbed the inmate over 30 times in Lawton. You understand? Now, that's 1983. So let's move up a little bit so I can get in, you know, to the nitty gritty of my man Chip. So then in 1985, September 11th, yeah, the same time they had the World Trade Center bombing and all that, but this is back before that. In 1985, he caught on September 11th, he caught a manslaughter charge, you know, because he killed a dude who raped and strangled a 7-year-old girl. You know what I mean? So how do y'all feel about that? Here go a man with 40 years in prison. He runs across a man that violates, and he raped and strangled a 7-year-old girl, and, caught a first-degree murder, with the 40 years. So now he got life plus 40. Started with 40. So you wanted to know how, time get ran up, So y'all say, oh, I'm going to do this, go to jail. And when I go to jail, that I'm going to be good. I can do what I want to do and everything going to be good. No, there's rules, codes, and there's definitely principles and honor amongst men, because we on man time. Cop your gear. Send me a DM to get your man time hat and gear. Now, so that was in 1985, So now, speed up. All right, I got to get my sound effects for the joint. I just been real busy, but I'm going to get the sound effects, because like I said, we riding. You know what I mean? So we going to speed up. So I run into Chip in 1999. I just came out of 80X Supermax, and they send me to Allenwood Penitentiary. I get to Allenwood Penitentiary, and, it was out of control. And if y'all want to know about what happened in Allenwood Penitentiary, how it was out of control, put it in the comments. I like to get y'all communicate. We get over 200 comments, just like I did the John Gotti joint. And, while I was doing it, I heard certain things that, John Gotti Jr. wasn't right. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm looking into it now, so, I can apologize for even airing the brother on the joint if he wasn't right. You know what I mean? So if y'all know if John Gotti Jr. wasn't right, let me know. But on the strength of that, I used a picture of one of the grandsons, you know what I mean? His brother's son, you know what I mean? Which was, John Gotti Jr.'s grandson, because he was in a prison uniform. I didn't know if I wanted to put up the actual John Gotti Jr. So that's why I put it up, because a lot of y'all say, oh, Unique, that wasn't it. There's always a method to my madness. You know what I mean? I'm not going, brother broadcast his picture all over my joint if the dude ain't right. You understand what I'm saying? But he was connected to John Gotti, who was 100% official, and big emoji, you know what I mean? Put them emojis in the comment. Big emoji to John Gotti, because he thumbed his notice at the government and let him know what time it is, Now, so that's why I used the picture of John Gotti Jr.'s grandson. You understand? So now, we up in Allenwood, and they got all kinds of drugs in there. They was getting drugs in through the chapel. Then one of the New York homies, I'm not going to say his name, he wound up pulling a caseworker. A caseworker is the one that work on our prison paperwork as far as deal with whatever have to do with our case, as far as to write the court, write the probation office and things like that. So you got to go deal with them with anything you're trying to get straight with your case. One of the New York homies pulled up in the office. He met a little black chick. He liked her. He put his Mac down and he pulled her. And allegedly, she was bringing the pack for the homie. You know what I mean? So if you want to hear about how, Shorty, my man pulled Shorty and was able to get the pack brought in through Shorty, put it in the comments. You know what I mean? And, definitely give me an emoji and, Cash App on the screen. Let's keep it 100. We ain't going to play no damn games. Games to be sold, not told. Y'all getting the inside skinny on the federal penitentiary that you ain't getting from nobody else. Because I did 26 years in there. My man Chip on the screen did 35 years from 1981 to 2016. And he got a wonderful redemption story such as me. Big shout out to Redemption. Big shout out. Big shout out to Redemption. Relax, y'all. Relax. Let me do what I gotta do. So now, we up in Allenwood. You got the chaplain, drugs coming in through the chaplain. You got my man got the case worker bringing in drugs. So it was flooded with drugs. You think you was on the street. Big shout out to being flooded with drugs. Gunshots. I like my gunshots. You know what I mean? Gunshots to, the convicts that was doing their time. Not promoting it, but just letting you know when you're in there, you're a part of it, and that's what it's about. You understand? So I'm telling you, don't violate youngins. Don't go to prison because you don't want to get caught up in this world. I just told you at the beginning how my man Chip took 40 years to life plus 40. He caught another life sentence, while he was already doing 40 years for shooting a dude on the street. He killed the dude up in Lawton for raping and killing a 7-year-old girl. Well, that was her charge. We ain't going to say that's what he did it for. You know what I mean? Or he allegedly did it for. So now we up in Allenwood and we got all this going on. So they send for a super cop. You know what I mean? A super cop. Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up. You know what I mean? I don't like police. Like I told you in the Ray Book joint yesterday when I was telling you about John Gotti Jr., they wanted me to report to the police every 2 hours. I'm not looking for no police. I'm not reporting to no police, and I got nothing to say to the police. Let's get that straight. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm not in none of that world no more, but I got to keep it 100. I'm still not looking for no goddamn cop. You know what I mean? You see what they doing to our people out there, man. Gunshots. 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 That's what they doing to our people out there, you know? And we ain't got no guns. And, I like to ride. Let me let you know, they was telling all our people, on TV back in the 90s when I was locked up, oh, turn your guns in and we'll give you free tickets to Shea Stadium to go see the Mets. Turn your ticket in, we'll give you free tickets to go see Jay-Z. Told all our people turn our guns in. You know what I mean? When all the white people out there fighting for the right to keep their guns, they tricked our people into turning in our guns. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's one of the homies calling from in the prison. Let's see who this is, man. I mean...
This call is from a federal prison.
Hold up.
You will not be charged for this call. This call is from...
Leonard Carsico.
All right, this my man Leonard Carsico, man. This my man Fingers. You know, like I said, this how I do my joint, because I ride. My man call while I'm doing it live. Instead of kicking him to the joint, I'm going to bring him in. You know what I mean? And get him to speak on some of this. You know? Yo, I'm doing a show right now and you just called in right in time. So, just to let you know, listen, just to let you know.
I ain't got no minutes though, Paul.
All right, but not a problem. But you called, I wanted to answer to show them how I respect you. Make sure y'all go check out the freejimmyfingers.com. That's my man that's on the phone. freejimmyfingers.com. You know what I mean? My man been locked up from his 18. He turned 50 this year, and he been in prison the whole time. What's up? Talk real quick. Say something to the people, family. I know you got to go, and then go. All right?
Well, man, it's always a pleasure, man, to, get that platform that you give me, man. It's a beautiful thing, man, and I thank you for the love that you show me, I'm just litigating and working on a way to get up out of here, man. I've done enough time already for the crimes they alleged I committed, so a lot of people in my situation have been being released and everything. For some reason, man, they're disregarding all the motions I'm filing and stuff like that. So hopefully, man, with your help and other people that's assisting me, I'll be able to utilize all those things, man, and liberate myself, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I appreciate you, Unique, man. You've done a beautiful job, man. You're a stand-up man, man. You've always kept it one way, and that's thorough. And I respect that, man. You know what I'm saying? And you do a lot. You go out of your way to make sure my eye hold me down and get things done for me, man, and put me in the right direction to get me liberated, man. I respect that, man. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful thing. You don't know the flex already, rude boy.
All right, but tell them how much time you're doing for the people that didn't see your other episode. Go check out this other episode. Tell them how much time you're doing and what you locked up for. I'm talking quick because I know you only got a couple of minutes.
Look, right now there's not even enough time for that, but I got multiple life sentences and everything for racketeering and RICO and drug counts and stuff like that. There were violence in my case and everything that was attributed to other individuals and stuff like that, man. But they gave it all to me, man. So that's how it was. Back then, you were dealing with a system that was dealing with to throw away the key back there. They was locking up all the brothers, putting them in prison for crack cocaine and things of that nature, and throwing away the key. So they made it hard for us to even get out of prison. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in for like 28, 29 years now, man. You know what I'm saying? They gave me 9 life sentences and everything. Since I've been in, I've knocked off about 3, 4 of them. I've gave back 20 years here, 40 years. So I'm chipping away at it gradually, But now it's a time for me to utilize this platform, like I said, to get the rest of it off, because a lot of dudes in my situation, the same exact charges have been released, but I'm in a circuit, man. The Fourth Circuit is vicious. They deal with the color of law down there. It's not about criminality or anything like that. They show no mercy in that circuit. I think you're from that circuit too, right, Unique?
Yes, sir. Fourth Circuit. You already know.
Yeah, it's Commonwealth. They twisted down there. You being from New York and going down there and catch them type of episodes, man, it's over with pretty much. But I think I have a good chance, man, of liberating myself, man, because like I said, man, there's a lot of movements going on. There's a lot of prison reform things going on, and people are actually tired of all the laws and everything that they use to put brothers away, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Go to freejimmyfingers.com and represent my brother, man. he been in 29 years. Come on, man. You know what I mean? And tell them what you did now, your rehabilitation real quick before we go so they know why they signing your petition.
Well, I've had actually about 20 years without incident free, without getting into any trouble, nothing like that. I did every program you could possibly do in here, college courses, everything like that. And I've also went from a max custody all the way down to a low custody. I'm in a low. Life was not even supposed to be in these type of situations because everybody here is going home. But I've worked my way down to the position where I'm in a low custody, where there's no cells. You walk around as a dormitory setting and everything like that. You up all day. So, all those things, they take into account. Plus a lot of staff throughout the years who knew me from coming in when I was younger, cutting up to now, where I'm more mature and relaxed, has even signed memos and stuff and sent it to the court. Said, man, look, man, I think he should be released. And I've been working in the BOP. I've seen it make the transition from a young guy into a man, but you know how it is, man. It's politics.
All right, save your minutes, big brother. You know what I mean? That way you can call the rest of the family and check in if you got an emergency, something you need me to do, all right? I ain't gonna hold you up, all right?
You be easy, man. The love is love, man.
I gave Lou your blessings, and Lou said to let you know he love you, hold your head up, and whatever it is, Lou Sims, Homicide, Lou AK, he out there rooting for you too, family.
Yeah, tell my man Lou I love you. That's my brother, man. We done years and everything like that. That's my brother from another mother, just like you are, Unique. You know how it is, man. So, it's a beautiful thing, man. Tell him I send him my love, man. And, I hear from him from time to time, which is good. He keeps in contact with me. He keeps the shit. A lot of people have a tendency of going home and forgetting the struggle. You guys never forget the struggle, and y'all reach back into the good man who's worthy of that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. So, like I said, man, just keep it official, man. And you know what it is, B. Just get at me,
all right? This is a DC show about my man Chip. I'm introducing him to Chip. You know what I mean? So, we got the big homie Antone White out there. Give DC a shout out, big bro.
I mean, I'm going to say what's up to my man Tone, my man E, Tony Lewis, who just came home, another good man. Remo, all the dudes from 640, 16th Street, all over, man. You know how it is, man. It's all love. We one family, man. We've all done this. We came in when we was young, and we grew up and became men in prison, So now we have an understanding that's different from others because the reality of the things that a lot of us, man, the cloth we come from no longer exists, man. We come from a different era, man. We stand on a bedrock foundation of principles. We don't compromise that, and we stayed safe. So, them men know what's up, man. I heard my man Knock came home too.
Yes, sir. Big shout out to Knock.
Yeah, I got an email from my man from Jed and a couple dudes telling me, Knock came home. So that's my man. It's all love, man. You be easy. And you take it. I'll be out here with y'all, man. I'm gonna get out of here.
Now we gonna get you out. Tell them where you from so they know you giving DC shout out. Tell them where you from.
I'm from New York.
All right. Yeah, I just want them to know that New York and DC rock like that. All right, be easy, family. I love you, bro. All right, peace. Just so y'all understand, just so y'all understand what we dealing with. That was my man Jimmy Fingers, man. He been in there from he was 20 years old or 22 years old. He went in when he was 22 and he's now turning 50 this year. You know what I mean? And this is a man that ain't telling on nobody to get out, ain't telling on no dead bodies to get out, no disrespect to the creeps that did that. And yeah, I said creeps because I don't like it. I'm going to voice my opinion. I don't like it, but I don't give my opinion to say, and I'm not going to call nobody no nicknames and nothing. But yeah, I think it's some creep shit. When I interviewed, you know what I mean? Y'all already know who. I told him in his face I didn't respect that. But I could still stand up and talk to them and give them, the courtesy of the time to voice their opinion, you know what I mean? Because I'm a journalist now, and I just want everybody to have a voice. So I'm not going to be one of those platforms that, only give those that, got that stand-up men. You understand the platform? I'm gonna give them a chance to say what they gotta say, and then I'm gonna speak for the stand-up men so that y'all understand both sides of it, because everybody got a reason for what they doing. I don't respect it. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all respect it, and I'm not gonna say nothing is wrong about y'all, respecting it. But my man all the way from Brooklyn giving DC a shout out. We riding. See, we just took a ride all the way from DC into the federal penitentiary, and now let's get back to my man from D.C. I just wanted him to say it himself so y'all know that New York rock with D.C., man. So the Jersey, Philly, because, we all one, man. You know what I mean? And men respect and recognize men. Now, Back to Allenwood, because I'm riding. So I know y'all might get a little confused because you can't keep up. You know what I mean? But like I said, they got rewind on these joints, and they got where you can put the little words up there to catch the words, like my man, what's that boy named Chris Tucker said, you know, the Jackie Chan. Can you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? You know what I mean? I know it's a little unusual because you're not used to talking to real gangsters. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm cocky like that because I don't put my work in. I'm entitled to it. I stood tall for 26 years, refused to even push my case off on my brother after he passed. So you understand. And that ain't nothing to get no kudos for. Let's just say that. I'm just letting you know that that's what the rules on the street is. So youngins don't get involved with the street so you don't have to follow these twisted rules that it's embedded in my heart. And yeah, I'm saying a little passionate and I'm scaring away the people that ain't used to this. But the young men that's out there that I'm trying to reach, they understand what I'm saying. If you feel you tough enough, strong enough, you know what I mean, to go through what I went through, get your 4 front teeth knocked out by an axe handle, your nuts swole up like a grapefruit, female masturbating you so that you can get, you know, get the mucus out, you know what I mean, out your pee hole, and you can't even enjoy it when you actually ejaculate. It feels like 100 needles in your joint. That's what I endured. If that's what you want, keep doing what the hell you doing. I ain't gonna stop you because I didn't want to listen when I was younger. But for those that want to listen, man, I'm here. And I know I just got a little passionate, a little aggressive. I just talked to my man and it hurts me that my brother been in there from he was 22 years old and he's now 50 and still fighting for his life. He had 6 life sentences plus 300 years. And now he chipped it down, like he said, knocked off 20 here, 30 there, 40 there, and now he down to 3 life sentences. But how the hell you do 3 life sentences? How could I not be passionate for my brother that went through that when I was there with him with life plus 20? I'm not one of these YouTube dudes come up here talking about people and things they don't know. I'm talking about what I lived, what I experienced, and I'm trying to prevent you from going through. So if y'all don't understand that, go to another channel and listen to that foolery about who's screwing who and who's having sex with who girlfriend and what rapper doing what. This ain't a rap channel, nigga. This a gangster channel. All right? The Cash App on the goddamn screen. That's why I said the game is to be sold, not told. You ain't gonna get it from another nigga like me until I bring my brothers home. Until I bring my brothers home. And I'm gonna show them how to get platforms to talk to y'all so I'm not the only one up here talking. Because the game is to be sold, not told. $1, $5 ain't gonna hurt none of y'all, like Pretty Gangster said. $10, $20 ain't gonna hurt no damn body. But y'all sit here all day, every day, watch me, and niggas tell me, he begging, he this and that. Nah, nigga, I went through it, and I should be paid and compensated for it. If you don't believe that, go to another goddamn channel and say something stupid in my comments, and I'll immediately delete you because I don't care nothing about no goddamn views. I care about my brothers that's in the system that just called. Big shout out to John Cuff. Big shout out to Boy George. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get this right. Welcome home, not Palmer. I'm representing for the gangsters, nigga. If y'all ain't gangsters, go to another goddamn channel. You know, let me put the little music on and calm down, man, because you niggas got me upset even thinking about niggas want to watch this shit for free. Where else you gonna get this shit from, man? Enjoy the music for a minute, man. I'll be right back. You know, come on with this crap, man. I'm back, man. I'm back, man. Yo, you know what I mean? You know, for my regular viewers, I apologize, man, but I get a little emotional, you know what I mean? Because y'all don't understand what we've been through. You don't understand that I know what he's still going through. He's still going through. I wish I had a roll over here, man. Could you imagine these Europeans giving us right now, today, how my man is living in prison so you understand? You know what I mean? They giving us 10 squares of toilet paper every day. We don't even get a whole roll of toilet paper in the prison system no more. You know those little squares when you roll out your roll of toilet paper? They giving my brother Jimmy Fingers 10 squares a day to deal with his hygiene when he defecate or urinate. 10 squares a day these people giving us, man. How could I not be emotional? How could y'all want to enter that world? And if I said I ride, man, let me ride, man. You know what I mean? I know I'm talking about my man Chip. Big shout out to Chip. You know, big shout out to Chip, man. Big shout out to Chip. You know what I mean? Chip trying to make a difference so you understand. Chip got a show that's airing tomorrow night. That's why I'm doing this show for him. Chip got a show airing tomorrow night on Vice TV. The title is Prison Experiment. It airs April 6th at 11 o'clock. Go check that joint out, man. That's my man Chip, the same one I'm telling you about, Dominique Henry. You understand what I'm saying? He went to jail at 20, in 1981 and came home in 2016. While he was in the prison, he started a group called Young Men Incorporated, where he was teaching the youngins coming in from in prison how to get their lives together. I'm going to get back. Like I said, let me ride how I want to ride. If you don't like how I'm riding, nigga, all right, put this up. You know where to put that. Let me ride, man. It's a man talking, nigga. Now, Chip started a program called Young Men Incorporated from in prison, where when you go to any prison, they got what they call R&D. Well, what the fuck? I don't remember. Y'all put in the comments, my brothers that, and sisters that been in the federal system. It's a joint when you come, they run you through it and they tell you about the prison. And every goddamn prison you go in, they tell the same crap about the laundry, about the conversation, about the law library, about the AW, the war. Nobody want to hear all that crap. We ducked it or went to sleep in it. But Chip started a program that he did called Young Men Incorporated during the same week as they did that when you first come in. I still don't remember the name of that stupid joint because I hated it so much. And every prison I went to, I had to hear it. And I don't remember the name of it because that's something that nigga put in the subconscious. But he started a program where dudes signed up in order to come hear him speak. But the other program, you had to mandatory go hear all that crap you didn't want to hear. But he started a program where he was telling the young man how to survive in prison, what to do in prison, what not to do in prison, how to get out of prison. And brothers was signing up for that joint so much you couldn't even believe it. But this brother been helping us, helping out people from on the inside. You understand? Then he came out and he brought the program out here and he went back into Cumberland. He went back into Cumberland FCI, with a bunch of the brothers. My man Tone from Legends Lounge. When you in Harlem, go to Legends Lounge on 146th and 7th Avenue. You know what I mean? Because he's another brother that's doing something for the community that was, in there doing time with us. And, he goes to Rikers Island and, and excuse me, and the other little prisons in New York. And he speak and let them know about his experience. But that's what I'm talking about. These are the men that I'm dealing with, man. These are the men that I'm dealing with. Anybody don't understand that, got any old bull crap to say? Gunshots, nigga. Gunshots. All day. Gunshots. 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 And definitely got to hit the Tommy gun on them to make sure that they delete it. You know what I mean? Anything stupid, I'm going to hit that. All right? And that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't care nothing about your view and I don't care nothing about your comment because you wouldn't say it in my face. You know what I mean? So we're not even going to play the keyboard gangster game. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm just trying to enlighten the youth to understand what I went through. And that's it. But anyway, let's ride back to Allen with me trying to pick my spirits up because my man Jimmy Fingers just took me somewhere when I heard my brother speaking, man. You know what I mean? But man, it hurt. But we're in Allenwood. And, we got the chaplain, through the chaplain department, we got pounds of weed coming in and dope and the female allegedly bringing in coke and dope and weed and everything else. And the place is flooded like on 42nd Street, 1988, 8 o'clock on a Friday night. That's what Allenwood was like. So they called in this little pit bull, what they call SIS, named Feeney. He was out the Bronx. He was a big Jets fan. He used to wear this little ass Jets jacket, and chew and spit tobacco. But I'm going to tell you, you already know I don't like the police at all. but I respect men. That's why y'all talk crap about Donald Trump. Like I said, I'm riding. Let's touch the Donald Trump thing. Y'all talk trash about Donald Trump. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't like 98% of his views and his policies. Let's get that right. I don't like 98% of them. You know what I mean? But I respect Donald Trump as a man because he's the only president during my lifetime, I'm speaking for me, that I've seen that got in the office and everything that he said he was going to do, he did for the people that voted for him. And then the people that didn't vote for him, they get mad and say, oh, I'm a part of America too. You didn't do this, you didn't do that. No, you didn't vote for me and you still eat my back out on the media every day. And then you say you want me to help you. Stop it. When a president, whoever it is, get in office, the people is supposed to put aside their political differences during the heat of the election and come together with the president and then present your issues. You don't go on national TV and call the president a scumbag and then say, hey, I want you to do something for these people. I want you to do something for this organization. You just calling me a scumbag. And you telling me to put that aside that you called me a scumbag and now help you? When you could have respectfully just asked me to help you. Now they got him tied up in court in New York. And I know a lot of y'all are happy and all that, but I'm telling you, I'm not happy because it's because of Donald Trump having the balls when he went in there to sign those executive orders and run the presidency like it was supposed to be ran and stood on man time and what he believed, even though I didn't agree with what he believed. I like the fact that he was on man time and stood for what he believed. And I'm going to say it again. I didn't believe in none of that. But that's what his people wanted. He told his people, you know what I mean? He didn't want Muslims in. He didn't want, what's the other thing? Mexicans. You know what I mean? He was against the gay this and the gay that. You know what I mean? He was against everybody. He told them before the vote. And they still voted for him. And now when he wins the presidency for the people that voted for him for what I consider, let me speak for me, racist views, you understand? Now, everybody else is saying, you're not doing nothing for me. You still eating my back out. So that's just my opinion on the Donald Trump thing, man. Put your comments in there, man. We'll be respectful. You can disagree with me all day, but let's be respectful about the same way I'm respecting you to invite you to put your comments up there. But that's how I feel about Donald Trump, man. You know what I mean? I feel he's a man's man because he stands on what he believes in, whether you like it or not. He told his people, this is what I'm going to do, and that's what he did. Back to Allenwood. Now, they bring our old SIS dude in there named Feeney. Feeney come up in that joint, and Feeney ain't nothing nice. Just for the record, ain't nothing nice. Feeney, he's the bloodhound for the BOP. He was trained by another bloodhound, which was the king of the bloodhounds, because he knew the technology and he knew the insides and outs of the criminal mentality, named Sturgill. Sturgill. A lot of y'all that even been in the prison system don't even know Sturgill, because you had to be up on me and Chip level to know who Sturgill is. So let me speed this up, and I'm going to have to do a part 2, because I've probably already been, I've been on here 33 minutes already. I know y'all like when I ride, so I'm going to go ahead and just ride, for a minute. But I know I ain't going to get a chance to say everything that I want to say, you know what I mean, that I intended to say on this, because Jimmy Fingers called and it just took me in a whole nother frame of mind, because my brother going through the struggle of getting 10 damn squares of toilet paper a day, man. How could that not move me emotionally when this is my brother, your brother? Make sure you sign this petition, man. FreeJimmyFingers.com. Oh, yeah, and my podcast. I got the podcast. Support the podcast. Go over there. I put the videos up with the audio. You can download them for free. I need 1,000 downloads so that I can get monetized. Go download the videos at my podcast, man. If you can't hit the Cash App on the screen, go download a couple of videos so I can get 1,000 views, man. This is how we work together with each other. But anyway, let's go back to Sturgill. Sturgill was a little stocky dude, but I said, y'all, like I said, I hate the police with a passion, man. I hate the police like I hate gum on my shoe. That's how much I hate the police, because they so fake. You know what I mean? They run around and, you know what I mean? And I'm not disrespecting the police. I'm just saying, you know, it's right there in the media in your face. Thank God, you know what I mean, for these cell phones, because now we can catch their ass on tape. Before that, they got away with everything, and they said we was the bad guys, and they believe everything a damn cop said, you know what I mean, in the courtroom. But now we capture them on tape. Big shout out to Bill Gates and the iPhone, man, and Android. You know what I mean? All right. Calm down, man. Relax. You know what I mean? Come on, relax.
Mecca what? Mecca audio.
Because I'm riding. Now, they got all these drugs going on over there in Allenwood. You know what I mean? They got all these drugs going on in Allenwood, and they call in Feeney. Feeney was raised by Sturgill. Feeney came there, and Feeney's nothing nice. You understand what I'm saying? So when Feeney comes up in the joint, he come up in there because they brought him in to clean up the prison, because the prison, like I said, was running like 42nd Street on a Friday night at 8 o'clock. That much drugs. Everybody was getting high. Everybody was getting money. Everybody girl had money. Everybody had food in their locker, because everybody was what we considered eating off the land, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they bring Feeney in, and Feeney got to clean the jail up. I respect Feeney. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't like police, but I respect people. It's like I don't like rats. You know what I mean? But I respect people. You know what I mean? I respect when a man could tell you in his face, yeah, I told, and you know what I mean? And I couldn't do the time, you know? So, you know, you got to respect that. You know what I mean? There's no honor in that, but you got to respect that, because at least they standing on who they are. Now, like I said, I hate cops. You know what I mean? But I respect Feeney, man. Feeney came in there, and Feeney pulled me, Chip, and everybody else up that was getting money on the compound. You know, all the kings of the compound, allegedly. Feeney pulled us in, and he told us straight up. He said, look, they brought me here to clean the joint. He had a meeting with all of us at the bleachers in the yard, you know, at lunchtime, what they call a main line, when all administration out there. He called us all over there, introduced himself, and said, man, they called me here to clean it up. You know, I don't have a problem with what you did before I got here. But now that I'm here, I got a problem with anything you do. You know what I mean? That's going to make me look bad, because I got to stop all the influx of drugs and narcotics on the compound. You know? He said, so this is what I'm going to do. You know? He said, you Unique, you Chip, you such and such, you such and such. You know? I got to transfer you. Y'all got to go. You know what I mean? Y'all got to go. So he done pointed us all out and told us that we got to go, but he said, I'm going to let you pick where you want to go, and I'm going to transfer you anywhere you want to go, and you could do whatever you want when you get there, and hope the SIS don't catch you. But I'm going to send you to wherever you're trying to go, but you got to get off my compound, because you a nuisance, and administration know what you're doing. They couldn't catch you, and don't let me have to catch you. You know, because if I catch you, I'm bringing you into the local court and giving you more time. So I'm giving you fair warning that you could pick where you want to go right now, and I'm going to do everything within my power to get you there. My man Sturgill that raised me is in the central office, and he'll work with me to get you transferred wherever you want to go. But if you want to stay here, you got to stop that crap. But if I catch you, I'm taking you to the court. But I'm giving you a chance now. If you still want to be a gangster, if you still want to, you know, sell drugs on these prison compounds, let me know where you want to go, and I'm going to send you somewhere to be someone else's burden. And you could get a fresh start over there to either not do it or do it. But you're not going to do it here with me. That's how gangster this man is. You know what I mean? Gunshots. Any gangster that stand on who he is. You know what I mean? Any gangster stand on who he is. Now, so he comes up in there, and where we at? All right, it's only 38 minutes. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you another one. And I'm going to do it tomorrow, if y'all want it. You know, because this is how gangster I am with mine. If y'all want it, tomorrow, you know, put in the comments today, bring Chip on. And tomorrow, I'm going to try and make sure my system is working, and I'm going to bring my man on the screen, Chip, on, so that we can tell you some of these stories on, you know, what we've been through and what we're doing now to help the youth, so you don't think I'm glorifying that we sold drugs on these people compound. You know what I mean? Right now, my man Chip, so I can sum this up, so I ain't going to end it. My man Chip, like I said, he got a documentary coming on the Vice channel tomorrow at 11 p.m. on Channel 6, so I could get him on here tomorrow like they do on the Good Morning Show and all these little shows y'all watch on TV, and you pay for the subscription, but you don't want to use my Cash App. You know what I mean? But you want this information, but you paying for all the subscriptions to you know what I mean, to Netflix and all the cable channels and all that crap. You understand what I'm saying? But I get them up there, Cash App on the screen. I get them up here tomorrow, and we'll finish this live tomorrow because I got a little off where my man Fingers called and it hit me. FreeJimmyFingers.com. All y'all go there that's listening. Go to my podcast, a Unique Mecca audio podcast, and download something, you know what I mean, to get these numbers up. But Chip, you know, he works with he started Young Men Incorporated, and he works with he works with the mayor. I got it written down. He works with the mayor. You know what I mean? And his exact title is, I got it written down. He works with the mayor and he's the commissioner of re-entry, and he advises the mayor on what we need as convicts coming out of prison in order to get better adjusted, like housing, help with getting our IDs, getting our bank accounts. That's what this brother up there do. The same brother that went in at 20 years old, came home at 55, went in 1981, did 31 years, came home in 2016. Now he's advising the mayor on what we need to get adjusted back into society. These are the brothers that I'm dealing with. And yeah, he went in with 40 years, to keep it real, because we don't hide nothing. He went in with 40 years, wound up stabbing the dude, you know what I mean, 30 plus times, caught, you know, a first degree murder in 1983. And then in 1985, he caught a manslaughter, you know, for, allegedly killing a dude that raped and strangled a 7-year-old girl. Who does that, man? Who rapes and strangles a 7-year-old girl? And you tell me that they deserve to live. You know what I mean? If that was your 7-year-old, you know, let's say even friend's daughter. We ain't even gonna say your daughter, God forbid. You know what I mean? Or your grandchild, God forbid. But that's what this man, you know what I mean, did. And, you know, did 35 years for it. That's not enough. Like Jimmy Fingers, freejimmyfingers.com. That's not enough. The man went in from he was 20 years old, came out at 55 from 1981 to 2016 as Chip. And we got Jimmy Fingers, went in when he was 22 years old, and he turned 50 this year. And he rehabilitated himself the same way I did. Don't you love my program? Don't you love the message that I'm giving, even though it might be a little aggressive and scared of cowards? You know what I mean? And the females, the respectable females. But, you know, the men that's out there thinking they gangsters, that's scared of me. Like I said, go somewhere else and listen to all that hip-hop news, nigga. You know what I mean? We over here on the gangster channel, nigga. That's what we do. My phone number on the screen, man. Y'all could call me. I even answer my phone numbers, and dudes would tell you I make myself accessible to my people the same way I accept the calls from prison. Even when I'm doing a live, when my people call from prison, I answer. Because the worst thing a man wants in prison is to call home and the person don't answer. And you don't know what they're going through while they don't answer, but in your mind, you thinking they don't care. The abandonment come in. Just answer the phone and say, yo, I just got in a car accident. I'm standing out here. And you know what I mean? And the ambulance and the police is taking a report. Call me back later. But don't not answer the phone. Don't not answer the phone. But like I said, Chip got a program airing tomorrow. The title of the show is The Prison Experiment, and it airs on Vice TV April 6th at 11 o'clock. If you want my man on here, let me know today, and I'll bring him on tomorrow like Unique's Good Morning, you know, gangsters. We ain't gonna say America. We gonna say Unique. Oh, man, y'all got me hyped, man. Y'all got me hyped. Big shout out to my man, Jimmy Fingers, man. I've been on here 45 minutes, man. So y'all got a lot today because y'all like to ride, man. I'm gonna put this video up on my podcast because I take the audio from my best joints. I put them up on the podcast. So y'all understand how the benefits in downloading from the podcast. When you download the videos from the podcast, they're in your phone. So if you somewhere where there's no internet, you know what I mean? Like 50,000 feet in the air, flying on your vacation, you know what I mean? And can't get no internet, you can pull up a Unique Mecca audio podcast audio and listen to my joint. And I'll talk to you all the way to, to Bermuda, wherever you're going, England, Scotland. Big shout out to Scotland and UK and all that, man. You know what I mean? But that's where we at, man. Like I said, it was so much more I wanted to get into about Feeny, Sturgill, Chip. You know what I mean? It was so much more, man. But like I said, I ride, man. You know what I mean? Gunshots, to me, ride. You know what I mean? Thank you for allowing me to ride, my loyal subscribers. You know what I mean? But I've been on here long enough. And, oh, yeah, today is my mother's 88th birthday, and she's alive. She said, baby, when I was in prison, she said, baby, let me give you a quick one on that. Matter of fact, I might do a live about this later on because I feel so good, man, and blessed. My mother's 88 years old today, and she stayed alive long enough for me to be a free man and for her to see that I changed my life from not busting my pistol and robbing the cowards, you know what I mean? And selling drugs. You understand what I'm saying? And that I'm doing something positive. I was trying to save the youth. My mother is so proud of me, man. That means more to me than, all the drug money and riches that I acquired. Like when I got my GED, and I sent my GED home I got my GED, so y'all understand how gangster my life is. You know what I mean? Everything I say is documented. So you coward and trolls, you know what I mean? Go find somewhere else to play. You know what I mean? And let the men do what they got to do and the women, get the knowledge they need to help their children. You know what I mean? I got my GED in ADX Supermax where El Chapo, Larry Hoover, Pistol Pete, you understand what I'm saying? Where Delroy Uzi, that's where I got my GED at, up in ADX Supermax in January 1988. Like January is 11th or something like that, 1988. That's where I got my GED. While I was doing Life Plus 20, when I didn't have to do nothing but just sit down and wait to die. But instead, I worked on bettering myself because I knew what I was doing when I was out there was wrong. But while I was doing it, I was selfish. I just wanted the riches. I wanted the power. Could you understand that? And I know a lot of you youngins out there doing that. I wanted the fame. And for you weak troll, haters, let me tell you something, nigga. Let me tell you niggas something. You know what I mean? Y'all come on this social media shit that these Europeans made accessible to screw up our children's lives by having them watch fake programs when I'm giving them real programs to save their lives. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all trying to go viral on social media. And nigga, I went viral without social media. That's why you know who the hell I am 30 years later, because I went viral without the Europeans' help, nigga. I went viral from my gangster, not from keyboard, nigga. Get up out of here. I'm about to get heated again because it keep crossing my mind about Jimmy Fingers, man. FreeJimmyFingers.com. Help the brother. Download from the podcast. Hit the like button. Cash App on the screen. If you don't respect, don't like anything I'm saying, screw you. Go somewhere goddamn else because I deal with gangsters. You understand? Check out the pictures of me and my gangsters for the holiday.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you can consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block. Did his time, never squilling to the cops, make an audio.
Mecca audio.
2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, eating green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now they trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the world.